rightfully so, made predictions like my team will be in the chase. Rick Hendrick said all 4 of his cars would make the chase. No one laughed at him. The statement wasn't even considered all that bold. But imagine if Michael Waltrip had made a similar statement. He may have been laughed out of the room. But look who's laughing now. Our big man, Brad Doherty, sat down with the team.
David Ruderman has won the Coca-Cola 600. It's Michael Waltrip's first win as a car owner in Sprint Cup competition.
I've been in this industry for 30 years, and I've won a few races, and now this is my passion. This is my desire to give the tools and the parts and the pieces to the drivers and let them go win more races than I ever dreamed of winning.
Here he comes!
He's got him! Mikey, you got him! All right!
Hell yeah!
When I won that truck race in Daytona last February and standing in victory lane knowing I might not ever win another one, you know, this could be it as a driver. It touched my heart that God allowed me to have that moment so that I could say, you know, I've had a great time being a race car driver. It's all I ever wanted to do. And to get to celebrate this moment and know there might not be another one like it, it was so special to me.
Michael Waltrip has had plenty of success as a driver, and now, finally, as an owner. Last year, MWR added Clint Boyer and Mark Martin, but hiring Scott Miller as Executive Vice President of Competition may have been the biggest difference.
Scott's amazing. He's constructed championship contending race teams in Cup. That's what he does. He puts cars in the chase. I wasn't real good at the finance thing. Well, I'm not real good at knowing how to build a championship contending team either. But I know how to find people and support them. And I think we've done a nice job of that. And then our drivers. Getting Boyer.
Well, now tell me about that. Clint Boyer on RCR, he was one of the young guns in the sport. How in the world did he hit MWR?
Well, he had a sponsor in 5 Hour Energy, and he thought he had a deal at RCR to race there, and his deal fell apart. And he went shopping around. Quite honestly, I don't think he was convinced this is where he wanted to be. We had a great meeting with Clint and his brother and all the folks from 5 Hour and told them we were building something special here. I promised them we were.
And Clint Boyer will flash past the start-finish line, guys, and he'll win the Toyota St. Mark 350. Yeah!
Didn't matter where I went, what organization I walked in the door to, all doors, open towards MWR. Everything, all signs, everything pointed to MWR.
I think maybe the most special addition to this wonderful place has been Mark Martin. When Mark talks in the competition meeting, it gets real quiet, and people listen because they want to understand what he's hearing and what he's thinking. And then, aside from that, just his determination and his discipline and his work ethic, he makes me want to be a better person. He makes everybody around here strive to give more and to be more.
Nothing is more rewarding than having people that want your help or your advice. And if you're able to do that and see progress from that, then it's really fun.
It's been a breakout year for Michael Waltrip Racing, and Clint Boyer is at the head of the pack.
It's just, everything's finally coming together. It's no different than a puzzle. It really is. You can have all the pieces, but if you don't put it together correctly, it doesn't look right.
We're obviously a dark horse, We're the little guy. We're the new kid on the block. And, anytime that you go up against someone like Hendrick Motorsports with the driver pool they've got and the engineering and resource pool they've got, it's a tall order. But I look at us as the little team that we'll see what happens.
We gave Roush and Hendricks a 25, 30-year head start. And so we're catching up, and it feels great. And it's because of a great driver lineup with Martin Jr. and Mark Martin and Clint. And they've got crew chiefs that they really enjoy working with, and the crew chiefs love working with one another. So every time one of these cars pulls into victory lane, I just look around and I just tell everybody on the team, just living this. This is a privilege. So I'm really happy.
And it should be noted, Mark Martin is not in the field today. The 55 car is driven by Brian Vickers, who in 6 starts with this team this season has scored 3 top 5s. He qualified 4th, but will start at the back. Engine change. The other 2 drivers, Boyer and Truex, will start 12th and 9th, respectively. This team, though, is a rookie team when it comes to the chase. How does that affect how we should, what we should expect out of them?
Yeah, don't fool yourself. You heard Scott Miller talk about them being the dark horse in the little.
Yeah.
This is not a little race team. This race team is a mega race team and on the verge of becoming very, very successful. They have an owner. The guy who owns this race team is a gentleman named Rob Kaufman. He is willing to go toe-to-toe, resource-wise, with Rick Hendrick and Hendrick Motorsports. So as they continue to grow and they continue to garner experience under those walls, this race team is just going to get better and better and better. And I'm going to tell you what, Martin Truex Jr. is a heck of a race car driver. We all know that Mark Martin is a tremendous talent. But Clint Boyer, that cat is a wheelman. He's good on the road courses. He loves to race short track racing. And when he goes to Talladega, he can't wait to get there. This guy right here is the guy that can put up some big numbers for this organization.
I know you guys like Clint Boyer more than Martin Truex Jr., but let's talk to Martin right now. He's standing by with Dave Burns.
And, Nicole, he's been working, among others, for 3 years to try to bring MWR that championship. What has been so good about the team this year, Martin?
Things, I guess obviously it starts at the top. Our owners, Rob and Michael, have done an awesome job of giving us the tools that we need to go out and be successful. The help from Toyota Racing has been big, TRD, and really just a lot of hard work by everybody and a lot of smart work, because we've made our cars a lot better. And for us, it's been a lot more fun to drive them. My team's done a great job. Chad and I have really come together with our team and made good decisions and built fast race cars. So it's been a lot of fun. We got 9 more to go. Hopefully we can keep this thing going.
And he finished 9th last week, and he moved up to 9th in the championship, and he starts 9th today, Nicole.
But still, Ray, you're more keen on Boyer than Truex.
Well, the experience, and Boyer's proven that he can win races and run in the chase. Martin's got a tremendous amount of potential, but he's got to close the deal.
A lot of